Well, yeehaw everyone, and welcome to the Mascara Roundup. You ready to go? Well, giddy up. So as you can tell by the intro, I'm here to do another Mascara Roundup. Woohoo! I like to do this about every, I don't know, I want to say like every 6 months or so. Just about the time that you notice it's time to go through your mascaras. I kind of like to go through them all to show you what ones I'm using, which ones I like, which ones I don't like, which ones I'll repurchase, which ones I won't. So I'm going to do that today. And I will say, and I say this every time, you're not going to see any, for the most part, well, definitely this time around, but you're not going to see any kind of high-end mascaras in here. And I like to say that because I used to be, even though I'm a big bargain hunter, I used to be a mascara snob, and I only ever wore mascara from department store brands like Clinique and YSL and Lancome and things like that. I only ever wore mascaras because I thought only department stores could do like a really good volumizing mascara. I like my lashes to be volumized and soft and fluffy, so I don't like that kind of spider lash effect that you get from like the L'Oreal Voluminous and the YSL Faux Seals. I don't like skinny little long lashes. I like lots of big soft fluffy lashes. So anyway, I used to only ever use department store brand mascaras, and then I discovered Covergirl Lash Blast, and since then I've discovered a lot of drugstore brand mascaras that I think are so good, and there's so much more value for your money than buying them from the department store, because you do have to kind of throw them out every 6 months or so, depending on how often you use them and things like that. I base all that judged on smell. I don't just throw out my mascaras every 3 months, but if they start to dry up and don't work the way that I like them to work, or if they start to smell, then I get rid of them. So anyway, here we go. I've got some pairs this time around. Got 2 pairs here of regular and waterproof version, and it's actually kind of neat because a lot of the time, or sometimes, the waterproof version doesn't really act the same way that the regular version does. So, and that's the case here. As far as the Lash Blast goes, Lash Blast is a standby for me. I love this, but I am finding the more different brands that I use, the more I'm learning that this is really great for volumizing, but it doesn't do a heck of a lot for lengthening. And the Lash Blast length is good for lengthening, but doesn't volumize. And I didn't really like the fusion. I didn't think that it was a fusion of the two. So this is excellent for building really thick volume right at the roots, but it doesn't lengthen. And sometimes I feel like it makes my lashes look a little bit stunted. So as time goes on, I'm kind of reaching for this less because I have other ones that I like, but I still like to have it. The waterproof version is excellent and is probably the best waterproof mascara that I've ever used. Once it gets on there, it's almost impossible to get it off, so you have to be careful with that. But it will stay put through funerals, and which is really sad to say. I've been to a lot of those lately, so I've tested it. So funerals and weddings, haven't had enough of those yet, but fingers crossed. You know, and heat and humidity and sweat and things like that. So it's an excellent waterproof mascara to have. Now, another excellent waterproof mascara is the Maybelline One by One. I love the Maybelline Volume Express One by One. It's probably my most favoritist mascara. It's just awesome. I even like the pink, you know, packaging. It's just, I love everything about this mascara. It has a unique brush on it. Excuse me. It's kind of got like this egg-shaped brush, but the bristles themselves, if this will focus, I don't know if you can see, but it's got 3 layers of bristles, and they all kind of like intermix with each other. So each lash is grabbed by the bristles and it just pulls up each, so it's like combing each lash, which means that each lash is separated and defined and volumized and lengthened, and it gives you that really soft, pretty fanned out look. I love this mascara. It stays soft so you can build. It looks really nice and soft and natural when you just do 1 coat, and you can put, this is the only mascara that I've used where I can put like 4 or 5 coats on and not start to get clumpy and kind of stuck together lashes. It's just, it is a real winner, and it's under $10. It's like $8, $6, depending on where you get it. I love it. The only complaint I have about it is it has a really horrible smell. It's got, I call it a lilac smell because that's exactly what it smells like to me. It smells like a lilac tree. So it's this really kind of harsh chemical smell. And I found that the L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes has that same smell. So if you've smelled that, that's what this smells like. So that's the only problem that I have with it. And it's a pretty big problem for me because I'm quite scent sensitive. So I can get migraines brought on by scents. So depending on like how sensitive I am in any given day, I can't really use it. But I love the mascara so much that I kind of overlook the smell. The waterproof version does not have that smell. It just has kind of a marker smell. It smells like a Sharpie. But everything else about it is the same. It's got the same brush, same bristles, same formula. It's a really good waterproof version. But, sorry, I got it like fluff in my nose or something. But it is not as good as the regular. It's really great. It's not as great. So it's kind of like, I can tell if I just, even though like you would have a hard time picking which one is which out of your drawer, I can tell when I put it on which one I'm wearing. But I love having the waterproof version for the same reasons. You know, when it's hot, if you're going somewhere where you know you're going to cry, I like to have a waterproof mascara. And even just for wearing in the summer, like it doesn't even have to be about crying, but like when you get like kind of sweaty or humid and sometimes your mascara runs down, it doesn't happen with waterproof. Or if your eyes water a lot, which mine do, like for any reason at any time. So it's really good to have a waterproof mascara. So these two are really good ones to pick from the drugstore. Okay, the other pair that I have is the Volume Express, the Falsies. I have the regular one and I have the flared version. I really like the regular one. It gives a really interesting, like really kind of dramatic false lash look to my lashes, which I really like. It's different than the 1x1. Like they all give different effects. Like the 1x1 I find gives really nice, soft, pretty, fluffy lashes. The Falsies gives you that really kind of like thick, intense black kind of fake lash looking lashes. I really, really like it. So I thought I would like the flared. I don't like the flared. The brush is different. The brush is really kind of thick. It looks like a big fat caterpillar. And I just don't like it as much as the regular one. It's kind of superfluous to me. My most recent mascara acquisition is the Lash Perfection mascara from Covergirl. And it's got a rubber bristle brush, but it's a little bit like it's got a skinny little head on it there, a little skinny brush. But the idea behind this is very similar to the 1x1. It gives you, I'm wearing it today, and it just gives you kind of naturally defined, yes, gives you definition, length, separation, fans out your lashes, but you can build it up for some really good volume. It doesn't reapply very well. Like once it dries out a little bit, it does dry out. Doesn't stay as soft as the 1x1, but it's really good. Like I can't, to me, 2 coats of this looks like 1 coat of this. It just depends on which brand you prefer, whether you prefer Covergirl or whether you prefer the Maybelline. They're kind of similar price, everything like that, similar product. Good, like it. Doesn't smell like that a lot. Prestige My Blackest Lashes. This is exactly what it says. It gives you the most intense ink black lash ever. And it gives really amazing, let's see if you can see, like, that's that black. And then my next favorite one, let's do the 1x1. Like, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, can you see the difference? That's the 1x1 and that's the Blackest Lashes. It is literally the blackest mascara I have ever used in my life. It is the color of the bottle or the tube. It's just amazing, and it does give really intense volume and nice separation, nice soft fluffy lashes, the whole 9 yards. And it stays soft the longest. Like you can put this on in the morning and come back at night and put some more on. So I love this stuff. It's pretty much holy grail for me. I love this mascara. And lastly, I've got the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Mascara. This is a $3 mascara. It's got a skinny little brush on it. It gives really kind of natural looking lashes. It's good for those days where you don't want to wear a lot of makeup, or you don't want to look like you're wearing a lot of makeup, or like a really heavy mascara look. It's good for that. It's only $3. The downfall to this one is you either have to get it at Target in the States, or you have to order it from the website. Sometimes you can find it here at Winners, but it's kind of tricky to get a hold of, and it basically does the same thing that the Maybelline Full and Soft does. Okay, so all in all, my favorite Holy Grail. Can't live without this mascara. I love it. Followed by my Blackest lashes from Prestige. Those will always be in my collection, as will the waterproof version. Lash Blast, I love it, but I don't reach for it very much anymore. It's probably something that, you know, I keep coming back to, but I don't feel like I have to have it. The Lash Perfection, again, I like it. It's one of those ones, if I can't get the Maybelline, I would pick this up. It's really good. I quite like it. Yeah, it's good. Love that. Falsies, I would definitely repurchase that, but I would not repurchase the Flared. I don't like it at all. And this is pretty much Holy Grail waterproof mascara. It's awesome. So there you go, guys. Thanks for watching my roundup. Bye, y'all!